So we're gonna do a little journey here. It's Saturday night. Yeah, sometime in July 2021, 9th, 10th, whatever it is. Gonna go out here and get some things ready to do some work. Not tonight, but maybe tomorrow. Depends on if it thaws out or not. It may or may not. So we'll just see what happens and go from there. Well, got the beef belly out, brought it in the house. We'll get her thawed out, and then I'll have to, of course, cut it up into smaller chunks. I take this, cut it up into smaller chunks, and put it into gallon-size freezer bags with my curing compound. I learned a recipe from, I think it was J. John's on Bear Independent. Good people. Just to give you a show of this, how actually big this is. Here's my arm. That is the beef belly. I'm going to say it's probably about, a good 20, maybe a little bit more pounds. So this will be some good, delicious food. If you're Torah observant and don't eat pork, then it's one way to go. We did some lamb sausage with some ground lamb and some hamburger. It was very good. See you later. And thanks to a little help from my wife, she has this fancy little phone thing that she uses to do stuff. So, talking about making some beef bacon, so I had to go, or actually my wife ordered the new slicer for us. We bought one at the local farm store for $200. Didn't work out real well. We used it on about 12 pounds of meat roughly, and just stopped working. So we bought us a new belt-driven meat slicer from LEM. Gonna unbox it here real quick. All right, so got the meat slicer unboxed. Didn't take too long. I didn't know what I was getting into. So we bought a belt-driven all-metal slicer from LEM online. Weighs quite a bit. Bought a cheap one at the local farm store. It was the same brand, but everything was plastic gears, and I think got through about 15 pounds of meat. I don't think we overworked it. They were just not meant to utilize that, so we got us a good all steel belt driven commercial grade meat slicer. So that should be able to hopefully handle the roughly 20 pounds ish of beef bacon. So we'll see you guys soon. Have a blessed day. Alright, good evening everybody. Steve here. I'm going to get ready to mix up some of my curing compound for my beef bacon here. I got some, I don't know if that's going to come out of there. Got some old stuff from last time, but I got about 2 cups of brown sugar here. I decided to try out my own recipe, do it a little bit different. My wife said, just go for it, you can do it, which she's right, I can. Just going to try this out. So I'm going to use about 2 cups of brown sugar, about 4 or so teaspoons of curing salt. I've got some smoked paprika, and I've got some crushed red pepper. This is some stuff my neighbor actually made for us. He's a good guy. He also does a lot of our coffee beans. So I'm going to get all this stuff measured up, and then I'll get my slab cut up so I can put it in bags and get it stored, and I'll get back with you. Alright, so got my cure all put on that I made. We added some honey. I forgot to mention that when I started the video. I say we, my wife's right here cooking dinner and graciously helping me out here and there when I need some assistance. Kind of a 1.5, 2-person job here and there, depending on how you look at it. So now I'm just getting ready. Got everything, got a rub put on it, put a little bit of honey on it. Now I'm trying to get as much air as I can out of the Ziploc bags. I'm wiping them up real good to make sure they seal, because we're going to put these in the fridge, and then you have to flip them over every day for a minimum of 5 days, but you can do 5 to 7 days. The longer you go, I think the saltier it may get a little bit, but when you get done with that process, we'll move to the next one. Shalom everyone, have a good evening. Well, good evening everybody. I skipped some of the boring stuff tonight. So tonight my beef belly has been curing since, let's see here, Sunday, so 6 days. Put all my curing agents and stuff. You just rotate it, flip it over every day pretty much. So I did that every evening when I got home from work. So right now I let the smoker about a half hour ago, getting her warm. Let it clear up a little bit here. Kind of hard to see. So I got beef bacon on the smoker. Cook it at 225 degrees for, I think it was about 2.5, 3 hours, just kind of depends. I use an all wood smoker here. Big old Oklahoma Joe's. Loves this thing. 5'10", something like that, 5'11", don't know, but you can see how tall it is. It's got lots of room to put a lot of meat in. Comes in handy during family barbecues and other stuff like that. So I'll get back to you when we start getting ready to slice it. So everybody have a wonderful evening. Bless you. Good morning everybody. Steve and Jen, she's up to the side here. We're getting ready to slice up our beef belly that has been curing for 6 days, and then we rinsed off all the curing agent, put it on the smoker yesterday evening for approximately 3 hours at about 225. I wanted to get up to 150 degrees internal temperature, and then brought it in, set it for a little bit, and then put it in the refrigerator to cool down, and makes it a lot easier to slice. I don't know if this is the right way, but that's the way I've seen it done, and it seems to work pretty good for us. So here we go.
And this is the first time we've used this meat slicer also, so I mean, you'll see, obviously we did the unboxing in a previous slide video at the beginning of this. So
we had a different one we bought from the local farm store, and it worked for a little bit, and then it just stopped. So we went and spent a little bit more money on a fancier belt driven one. So let's try her out. Wish me luck. Alright everybody, got all of our beef bacon sliced up, packaged it in 1 gallon freezer bags. I'll be putting all this out in the freezer. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I put a couple of extras in the freezer in the house to share with some people that I know that do not eat pork as well.
and we also took like the bits and pieces, because like you get like little bits that kind of flake off. So we're thinking bacon bits in the future. So since you don't eat pork, you know, bacon bits on your salad. We're gonna try it and see. We've done it before, but we didn't make it in big, huge,
in big batches
quantities. So.
The Big Bite slicer from LEM worked really well. We did a video on the unboxing of it previously. It is belt driven, much quieter. The other one we had was it was a LEM one as well. It was we paid $200 at the local farm store for it, but it was plastic gears, and I would highly recommend if that's all you have. I think you're only supposed to cut for a few minutes, and then you got to let it cool off, which I would highly recommend that. But we had quite a bit. I like to when I'm doing things, I like to start it and finish it. I don't like to stop and then start and stop and start. Don't have the patience for that. But I mean, if that's all we had, then yes, it would totally work. Definitely work. So if you've thought about doing it and are scared that you can mess it up, I don't really think you can. You know, as long as you put your curing salts in it and get it close. I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way. Wife fried up a couple pieces. Oh man, it is delicious.
And this isn't the first time that we've made beef bacon. We made it out of
Beef brisket.
Beef brisket, and didn't we do ribs?
We did some spare ribs, which is basically what the beef belly is, but you just don't get the spare ribs. We asked our local butcher for the beef belly, and they were trying to talk us into letting them do it. I'm like, nope, I want to do it myself.
So we have made beef bacon before. From taste testing today, just the little tiny piece I taste tested today, I do prefer the beef belly because it's a little bit more tender than what the brisket and the short ribs were.
Yeah.
And we don't eat a lot of beef ribs anyways. We don't eat pork ribs anymore either. So we are not a big rib household. So for us to buy a whole cow this year and to take out the ribs and get beef belly instead is a bigger, it's better for us because now we have to, track down beef bacon, which tends to be $10 a pound.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone around here in our area sells it because there's a lot of hog farms and all that, so you get abundance of pork bacon. So to not have the ribs and to have beef belly instead, now we have beef bacon. In other words, beef candy.
And it's delicious.
If you have any questions, let us know. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get notifications. Yeah. Thanks for watching.